there is a point where you're a warrior and you're a savage and you will say, I'll die in this cage. And then there's a point where you say, well, hey, I took this fight on like 3 days' notice. Let me live to fight another day. I might have won some fans, but I lost career longevity. I probably got some brain damage pretty bad getting my face beat up over the course of 5 rounds by RDA, a former lightweight champion. AJ, this was concerning to me because no round did Rafael or Renato Moicano, excuse me, really be like, oh yeah, he took that round. He was really getting it. Like there was really no round where that was the situation right there. So I wanted to add this photo really quickly because I forgot to do it earlier, and boom, there it is. Okay, let me make that smaller. This is the third time that a doctor had to check on Moicano and be like, bro, like, are you okay? Can you see? Folks who are watching, it's a little small, but Moicano's eye is tore up, man. Like, RDA really put it on him, and I think it was the 3rd round or the 4th round where basically RDA had Moicano dead to rights. He had the ground and pound, he was smashing his face in, and for whatever reason, Mark Goddard pulled a Mario Yamasaki and said, let there be violence. I want to see violence. I want to see gore. I want to see blood. Do you agree with this fight lasting 5 rounds? Do you think that Mark Goddard should have stopped it? Or do you think that Moicano is a warrior and he's valiant in his effort of just staying alive? And, I mean, actually putting it on RDA in the 5th round a little bit. What do you think?
Man, I think it was actually really good refereeing by Mark Goddard up until about the 4th round. Yeah. There was a point where he was going, he was checking. He even said, like, I liked what he did at the end of the 5th round where he said, yo, you got 30 seconds, bro. You need to turn this fight around or I'm going to stop it. Yeah. I liked that. It was just, it was almost too long coming though, because there was a point where the referee, I think it was the 2nd or the 3rd time the referee went in to check, and you see the tangerine size welt that was underneath Moicano's eye move just ever so slightly. Like he looked up, like the welt, the swelling of it just moved in one big movement, and the doctor goes, he can see. Yeah. In my mind, like if I was in there, I'd be like, hell yeah, I can see. Let's fucking go. At the same point, I can only imagine what my mom would be saying and shouting from the, stop this damn fight. So yeah. It's hard because it would be more worth it if they won fight of the night or if they won a bonus or if they won anything like that. Other than that, you lost half your purse, you didn't get a bonus, and you have a fuckload of medical bills coming your way. Yeah, that's I think you throw in the towel and live to fight another day on that one right there, brother.
Yeah, man. And a lot of people are just praising him, saying, oh, he has a new fan in me. And it's like, that's cool, but you have a loss on your record. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you lost your cheddar. You got outstruck 149 to 88. And listen, the thing that bothered me is that Mark Goddard was like, hey, I want to stop the fight because I know that his coaches won't, and I need to save him from himself. And then didn't stop the fight. And I was just like, bro, okay, so like you keep contemplating to just do it. Like no one's gonna be mad at you. Everyone's calling for them to stop the fight in the first place. I think the thing that made it worse is this is a Calvin Kattar-esque fight where in the 5th round, Moicano was still there alive, having a little bit of success against RDA. And I think RDA gassed himself out going for the finish, and Mark Goddard just wouldn't pull him off of him. So it's a to me, this is a lose situation for Moicano. Like he didn't really win anything here. RDA, this was a lose too, because yeah, you were supposed to fight Fiziev. Arguably that fight might get rebooked. We just got to see what happens here. I don't know. This is like a watch. This is a domination win for RDA. I love to see it because I picked him to win. I thought that this is basically how he would get it done. I just don't know, man. I just think that even Adrian Yanez, he had said it on Twitter. He was all like, bro, like, save your fighters from being themselves. Like, it's all cool being a warrior and all that, but if you're not going to save yourself, then that's why you have coaches. That's the whole reason you pay these dudes, so that they can do the right thing for your career longevity. I want to see Moicano around for a long time because he's a dangerous, bad man, but unless you got anything else on that one, man, we could just move on because this was a rough one.
I mean, a good fight. I do think both of their stocks rose, but it was more of a losing situation because I was excited. This reminded me of classic old school RDA, so I was excited. Yeah. It made me want to see the Fiziev fight. It made me want to see him fight next. And the same thing with Moicano, it made me want to see Moicano's next fight as well. Do I think it should have lasted that long? Nah.
If Islam stepped in instead of Moicano, do you think RDA would have got finished, or do you think that he would have been able to stay alive in that one?
there was about, I think it was the second round where they were talking about Islam coming in this fight. I was like, Islam doesn't want this smoke. Islam, but then at the same point, like the ground game's a different level. So it made me want to see that fight, man. It really did. And coming off of a short notice, that puts Islam at a disadvantage. So it almost evens the playing field. I mean, evens the playing field's a sad way to say it, but a little shady on my part. But it really is, because we'd be able to see something a little different. I think it was a good move by Islam not taking the fight, but it did make me want to see the fight for sure.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. RDA, he becomes the 8th UFC fighter to notch 30-plus fights, brother. So impressive territory for Rafael dos Anjos.